Hey guys, welcome back to Frieren Season 1, Episode 2. Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, you're looking at me with little judgy eyes.
I thought I was going to start this episode, but...
Oh, well, do you want to go?
Stole my thunder.
Oh, well here, I'll give you back your thunder.
Keep it going, keep it going.
Okay. Anyways, we just watched episode 1 of Frieren quite literally yesterday, and it was nothing like we expected it to be. We didn't expect this to be so serene and relaxed.
This show is so different already. Like, the vibes that I'm getting, I don't really watch shows like this, like, ever. Most of the shows that I watch are more like, I'm more interested in like drama, thriller, action, adventure, comedy kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This show gives me such different vibes from what I'm used to, which is really nice, because now I'm thinking to myself, why don't I watch more shows like this? Because I genuinely felt so good watching this show. It's just so cool. Like, I fucking love fantasy. Like, I think it's fun. And yeah, that's enough from us, guys. Let's get right into episode 2 here. Thank you so much for watching along with us. If you'd like to get 2 weeks early access, go over and check out our Patreon, and we will see you guys in the reaction.
長距離魔法は魔法使いに必須な3つの要素の合わせ技で構成されているんだけど、一つは魔力の量とそれを打ち出す力の強さ、そしてコントロールする力。ここまでは知ってるよね。はい。
Hey, isn't that like soul leveling the same thing? Those mana crystals or mana crystals?
I feel like mana crystals, mana in general is just like a well-known trope in like, or not trope, but like concept in fantasy.
Oh, that I didn't know.
なんだけど、その心配はなさそうだし、気長に取り組むことだね。はい。
Dude, even her voice.
I feel like I'm playing like, you know, those cozy like PC games that you see like girls play on TikTok with like their mood lighting and stuff. That's how I feel watching this.
Yeah, like Stardew Valley, or what is that one called? Animal Crossing?
Oh, I used to love Animal Crossing.
Oh, she's teaching her.
Yeah.
Nothing like a good old sauna session with the whole
fall.
family.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for the fall weather I'm gonna get soon.
Oh, I guess
winter.
some time is passing here. Spring
Oh, she's
or
growing,
summer.
right? I think.
I wonder how much time has passed.
常人なら10年かかる。
4 years?
Wow.
あの子は
God, time fucking flies by in this show.
Yeah.
それでも一人前になるのはまだ先のことだ。終わるよ。
Oh, and Frieren's been working on that spell this whole time too.
ねえ、ハイター。この魔導書だけど、多分。
Did he just drop dead?
ハイター？
Oh
I
my
sure hope
fucking
not.
god, no way. Oh, practically.
今までまともに動けていた方が奇跡だったのです。お願いします。
What's a grimoire?
That was a cool noise.
修行は中止だ。それはいずれ必ずできることだ。今はいずれではダメなのです。いずれではハイター様が死ん
She
で
is
し
a
まう。
lot older.
Yeah.
Or she looks a lot older.
私はあの方に命を救われました。
今死ぬのはもったいないと思いますよ。
Wow, she was actually...
もったいない。
私とは違ってひたすらにまっすぐで困っている人を決し、私は彼とは違うのでおとなしく余生を過ごそうと思っていたのですが、ある時ふと気がついてしまいまして、あなたの中にも大切な思い出があるとすれば死ぬのはもったいないと思います。
It's a crazy thing to have to tell a little kid like that.
I know.
危惧しておりました。あの方
Damn, she looks so much older.
救ったことを救ってよかったと。もう大丈夫だと。
He's already glad that you're like he saved you. You don't have to prove anything to him.
私が教えたことは全部覚えているよね。はい。 じゃあ好きにすればいい。
Actually, you should dye your hair purple like that.
Yeah, I've thought about it actually. I think that might be a little too extreme, but I definitely have thought about a purple. Like that color purple's a little extreme.
I think you look good. You should do it.
We'll see.
Come on. What's her name, by the way? Did they ever say it?
I'm forgetting. I love how that thing pops up in like front of them before. I wonder what that is.
Probably part of the spell or something.
ものがあるなら、エイビヒ自身が使っていたでしょう。
じゃあなぜ？
I think she was like deciphering through the whole book to see if there was a spell like that. And she's like, there's nothing in there.
もう足手まといではありませんね、フリーレン。あなたの旅に。
足手まといになるから。測ったな、ハイター。
Oh. I may be misremembering, but in the first episode, Hyter was talking to Frieren and being like, I want to live longer. Can you decipher this spell book so that you can cast a spell on me to help me live a little bit longer? I don't think he was looking to live forever, but he was scared of death. Like I can totally get that. But then I was a little confused because I'm pretty sure she said to him when she walked up to his bed that there's no spell about immortality or extending your life.
You that, didn't you?
So now I'm like thinking, because now that he's talking about how I still don't know that little girl's name, but he's saying he's calling up that conversation that they had where she was just like, yeah, she would only get in my way, like I can't take her with me.
Right.
But now, after all these years of her trying to decipher this, in that time too, she's been training this little girl, and now she's good to go. So I just want to make sure I'm understanding that correctly. It seems like he duped her a little bit. I think this is probably just a ploy to get her to just train the kid.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Oh, he knows he's gonna die soon, so he wants someone to take care of the little girl before he's gone. Oh, that just clicked.
Yeah.
I just got that. Okay.
見ての通り、私はもう長くはあり。
I'm gonna be sad. I'm gonna be sad again.
これ以上誰かを失うような経験をさせたくないのです。フリーレン。
Oh, Fern is her name.
Her name is Fern.
Yeah,
That's
we
gonna
did
be-
learn that in the last one. We forgot it.
They have such similar names.
フリーレン。あなたはやはり優しい。
I feel so bad. That's such a heavy burden to carry. Like you make friends and they all just die and you have to keep living.
Yeah.
Ah, she got it.
そうするとするかな。
Oh shit! I like the way they just showed that. Oh, is he dead?
Yeah.
ありがとうございます。恩を返すことができました。
Now it's just her and the
私はただ
dwarf.
してやられただけだよ。じゃあ行こうか。
Just gonna say, so far, I'm not really getting like a dark vibe at all. Like, I don't think we're gonna go down that direction.
I don't know. I feel like this is actually like the perfect fall show. Now I want like a cup of hot chocolate to watch this with.
We should do that for the next episode.
Yeah, with some marshmallows.
冒険者なんてこんなものだよ。報酬は何だったのですか？民間魔法。温かいお茶が出てくる魔法だって。後で
It's
実験しよ
handy.
う。変な魔法ばかり集めていますね。趣味だからね。少し違うような気がします。同じだよ。
私は薬草家だから教えられそうな魔法はないのだけれども。
構わないよ。
ここよ。
Dang.
年寄り一人ではもうどうし
Oh, she's gonna clean that up.
Yeah.
Real nice.
安心がないのよ。
Oh, what the hell is happening?
That was her as a little girl, the old lady.
Oh.
Oh, I think it's Demon King.
I don't think so. I think this is just a monster that
ヒンメ
Himo
ル様は
took care of.
村が魔物に襲われた時必死に戦ってくれたのに、こんな仕打ちはあまりにもかわいそうだわ。
大丈夫？このポーズ。
I like that we're still seeing like her band.
8時間悩んで職人さんブチギレさせるし結局バカみたいに無難なポーズ
18 hours is ridiculous.
助かったわ。魔法ってすごいのね。
いや草月草の花がいいか。
それはどのような花なのですか？
知らない、見たことないから。
Does she remember something that Himmel said?
の花だ。
でも見たことない花は魔法では。
Maybe there are flowers that he really liked.
Yeah.
昔はあの森の奥にも群生地があったんだけれどもね。
そう。フェルン、行くよ。
はい。
She steal them.
何か隠したね。
She's
Maybe.
hiding the rats. That would be
見
me.
せなさい。
Yeah, shit.
For the squirrels.
She should be your daughter.
Yeah.
害獣だよ。
森へ返します。
But they actually look pretty cute in her hand, I will say.
Cute.
でこの森の奥に群生地が。
何十年も前です。
でも探す価値はあるよ。
Did you see that comparison in perspective just now? She was just like, yeah, it was just a while ago. And then Fern was like, it was decades ago.
いい
Yeah.
ですか？
いや、きっと自分のためだ。
Oh, what the? Dude, now that we're seeing Fern grow up with Frieren, I'm like, I think what I said in the last episode is coming true. Like, we're just gonna watch their relationship together as Fern grows older and eventually dies.
Yeah.
Dude, I might actually cry seeing that.
フリーレン様、草月草を探し始めて
Dude,
から。
wow, time just flies in this show.
Mm-hmm.
そうだね。
It's a really nice looking house.
And she's got all the time in the world, so she's like 6 months is probably like 6 minutes to her.
一人だなんて珍しいわね。
フリーレン様は多くの人を救える力を持った魔法使いです。
若いわね。
私の考えは間違っているのでしょうか？
そうは思わないわ。だけど彼女の方が私たちよりもずっと大人だから、その気持ちを素直に伝えればきっと分かってくれるはずよ。
And she's telling her.
Mm-hmm.
ヒンメル様の像の周りに植えるというのは。
わかったよ、フェルン。心配させてしまったね。もう少し探したら切り上げるよ。
Flash forward 5 years later. Yeah, she's literally asking.
あなたは本当に諦めが。
追いかけてみようか。
Oh, look at
Is this a
those
spell?
prints.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I love this whole like fall scenery right now.
Mm-hmm. Also, that like staff thing that she has in her hand is like very Sailor Moony.
Yeah.
フリーレン様はなぜ魔法を集めているのですか？
What else is she gonna do for living thousands of
そう
years?
は思えません。
Oh, did she create all those flowers?
I think so.
気持ち悪い。
Dude, I feel so
私
sad
の
whenever I
集
see
めた魔法を
Himmel.
褒めてくれ
Yeah.
るバカがいた。それだけだよ。
Oh, do you think she liked him?
Mm-hmm, I think she
くだらない理由
did.
ですね。
Oh, this music's so soothing.
The
I
colors,
really
they're
like
so
it.
pretty in this show.
Yeah. They do a really nice job with the colors in here.
Yeah.
賢い動物なのですね。そうでもない。なんくれるんだ。
の故郷の花でね。とても美しい。
Yeah, that's what she's been looking for.
まあ、僕ほどではないんだけどね。
そろそろ行こうか。機会があればね。
Dang.
Oh, wow.
ヒメル。本当に見つけてしま
Oh,
う
look at her. She's like flying
Yeah.
with her.
これでそう。フェルンだって魔法使いになることを諦めなかった。それは違います。別に魔法じゃなくたって。でも
Oh, dude, this is gonna make me cry, man.
そうですね。
まさかもう一度草月草が見られるなんてね。本当に綺麗。
I like that.
Me
ありが
too.
とうね。
It's a really
フリー
nice
レンさん
touch.
これならきっとこの像も忘れられずに済むわ。
忘れるところだった。よし。
Yeah, I was gonna ask if she was gonna make a little
可愛
crown.
らしい。
Yeah.
それじゃあ行こうか。
Damn, dude. How does this go by so... This was like a 5-second show.
Yeah, it really does.
Holy shit.
ぎるじゃないですか。
Oh,
Oh, was
right.
this? Yeah.
この旅座学も大事だか
Well,
ら。
I hope your allergies feel better
人を
soon.
殺す魔法だ。
Killing? Okay.
Is it killing magic?
Yeah. I don't know how to describe it other than I just feel so at ease watching it.
Yeah, I guess it's like a cozy game that we're playing. But it really is so perfect for the fall. Like the fall scene, we got the pumpkins.
No, yeah, I
like,
absolutely agree. Like, especially with the fall scenery that they show, like when they showed like just the orange leaves, the yellow leaves, dude, that just got me so excited for fall.
I'm so jealous.
I feel like Fern is gonna be more of a main character though. Like I get the sense that like this
Excuse
season's
me.
gonna be about Frieren's journey with her, but I mean, if next episode, because time does really fly by. Like we've already passed 4 years, 6
Yeah.
months since the start of this episode, so I could totally see next episode being like, all right, it's 20 years later. You know, like Fern's like a grown ass woman now.
I'm telling you, I think at the beginning it said 26 years after Heitel's death.
It might
Like, I almost want to go back and look, but
It might have. I'm gonna check too, just to make sure, because I don't even think I noticed that subtitle popping up.
yeah. I was like, damn, it's a long time.
Dude, there's something about the flashbacks with the band, especially with Himmel. For some reason, that
Makes
just
you
really
sad.
gets me.
Yeah.
It does make me sad, but there's something more to it. It makes me feel like,
Like a longing or?
yeah, like this little ache in my soul. I don't know how to describe it. It's
Yeah.
just like, damn, like, I wish we had seen their, like, kind of wish this show was about their adventure to defeat the Demon King. But it's taking such a different perspective, which I appreciate, and I'm enjoying this. But the more that I see him, like, because like you just think of all these flashbacks, and then you see how much Fern cared for him. Like she realizes that she cared for him, and she spent 6 months, more than 6 months, looking for these flowers just so she could place them there.
Yeah.
And
Well, if the whole show was about just their, like, I think we're gonna get pieces of that. Like, I don't think it's gonna completely ignore that part of this story. But I feel like the premise of the show is just mainly surrounding Frieren and her time of just living like thousands of years, and maybe like this is like something that really plagues her or something that will end up really plaguing her. But like, I really think that within this story, we're going to get those contextual layers of seeing the whole journey to defeating the Demon King. But yeah, because if it was just that, then I feel like that would kind of be like more of a prologue to then Frieren's journey afterwards, you know?
yeah. I do want to just quickly say though that I can start to see a little bit of frustration coming from Fern. Like she's she's such a sweet and gentle soul. Like, I'm honestly taking some notes from her, to be honest. Like she's just, I can't see her getting angry ever. Like she's just such a calm persona, and you can still see that she's getting frustrated because she's just like, why are we searching for these flowers for so long? It's already been half a year. Like, why are we still doing this?
Yeah.
And honestly, if I were in her position, I'd be like, I would have dipped after a week. I wouldn't have spent more than a couple days doing this or looking for these flowers. But to imagine doing that every single day for 6 months, like,
yeah,
I can see why she'd be frustrated. But there was also, like, I feel like the script was very pointed in the way that it was kind of subtle, but it's also very, like, you can tell that there's a bit of a disconnect between the two a little bit, because Frieren referred to it as just a short while.
Right.
I forget what exactly they were talking about. And then Fern immediately said, it's a
how
couple
many years
decades.
is a... Oh, I thought you were going to say when she was like, oh, yeah, well, we're going to be done soon. And she's like, how many years is soon?
Yeah, I mean, even that too. Like, because like the perspective that Frieren has is so different from Fern. And I feel for I'm more so Fern, because like I'm not gonna live that long. No, none of us will. So I just relate to that. If I saw someone acting like that, I would just be like, dude, like it's like Heimerdinger. You know, Heimerdinger's lived just so long, and like he just sees the world differently than other like people do. I
think with Frieren, like the way that I look at it with her is, and I'm starting to become like, and we're only in episode 2, but I'm starting to find my heartstrings getting attached to Frieren more so than Fern. And that's funny. It'll be funny to see like the development as they go along, and like maybe like why you like her more and like I like Frieren more. But I see it. Well, it's funny too because you're a little bit more impatient than I am, so you're matching like Fern's impatience. Well, okay, if you look at it from this view, like Fern is young. She's maybe at this point like 20 or 30 something years old, if that truly was. No, way. Listen. I'm pretty sure it said 26 years. If it said 26 years and she's 20, she's 30, 20 something.
Either way, you know what it is? I think it's maybe because
I have to go back and find to see. How old she is.
Because you know how it said it's been 20 years since Himmel's death. I think what they're saying is it's been 26 years since Himmel's death. Like they keep adding on.
I thought they said Heiter's death. That's where I was like, damn, that's a long.
Dude, there's no way, because if it was 26 years,
she doesn't look 30. Obviously,
she would be like a full-grown adult. Like, but she doesn't look like that. But then, like, you may be right. Like, maybe they did some magic where she just lives longer. But then, like, the way that she talks about time, I don't get that feeling. So...
Okay. So even then, from that perspective, again, she's younger. She hasn't really lived that long in life. So she's going to be a lot more impatient because she probably looks at time as, like, I have less of it compared to her. But not just from that perspective that I wanted to touch on. But as far as, like, Frieren's perspective, Fern is, like, okay, like, why are we spending so long, like, trying to find this? Frieren has lived for thousands of years, and, like, when you live for so long, I was actually watching this TED Talk. I was rewatching this TED Talk, which if you haven't watched it, it's a great, great TED Talk by Alua Arthur, and she's a death doula. And yeah, look her up, Alua Arthur TED Talk. It's amazing. And what she talks about is how death makes you live a more purposeful life. But clearly right now, like, I don't even know if Frieren can die. If Frieren can live for thousands of years, like, wouldn't you imagine like how purposeless life can feel? It's like, okay, what do I do with all this time? Like, we celebrate, and one of the things that like Alua Arthur says is that we celebrate birthdays because they're finite. Like, imagine if we were, like, she says, like, imagine if you're like 847 years old, you would get sick and fucking tired of hearing like the song "Happy Birthday to You" like all over and all over again, because it's just the same thing. There's no meaning to it because you're not going to die.
There's no end to it. Like, it's people say that death is what gives life meaning.
Yes. And so from that perspective for Frieren, I'm like, okay, like, I see why for her it's important to, like, she doesn't give a fuck how long it's going to take to find these flowers. Like, clearly,
because she just wants to pass time. Like, she just,
no, not even pass time. It's like, okay, she doesn't like, I don't think like want to outwardly admit that like that Himmel was really special to her. And so it doesn't matter like how much time it will take to find these flowers give her some sort of purpose and some like meaning, you know, like, okay, I need to find this to like honor him. Like there's some purpose and meaning behind this. And that's why like I think to her, it doesn't matter how much fucking time it takes. But Fern doesn't understand. And also because she's a teenager and like little kids don't like really think about those things, you know, but like,
all right, now that we heard it from Frieren's side.
But even from Fern's side too, like she also puts purpose to something, which was learning magic, because it gives her the ability to like self-sustain herself. I think again, teenagers, they kind of just think about themselves. They don't really think a lot about like other people. So
I don't think Fern is thinking about like, I don't think she's being selfish at all. I think this is how I'm not saying that you're calling her selfish, but it's just like, I don't see Fern as like, the way that I look at it is that they just view time so differently, and that's what's causing like this. It's not really even a clash. Like they're not even like really arguing. Like Fern is like she gets where Fern is coming from, and she's just like, yeah, we won't spend that much longer. But then she won't emphasize how much longer they'll be looking at it, and that's where Fern's like, it would make me anxious too. Like if like it's like working with your grandfather or your grandmother, and you're just like, how long is this gonna take? And you know, they like to go at their own pace. Like they enjoy the thing. It's the same thing. It's like you don't know if like soon means a day, a week, a year, more than that. So it's like I can get that. Like Fern can feel some sort of anxiety. I think the show is really showing us though what because Fern specifically said Frieren could be, with the amount of magic that Frieren knows, she could be out there saving and helping so many people. Frieren doesn't care about that at all. Like all she wants to do is just collect spells, and she wants to go around, I don't know, adventuring, exploring, just go at her own pace, because to her there's no end in sight. Like no matter how long she does this for, she'll have so much more life to live. And I think like you can kind of, you see it in her face, like her demeanor and everything, just like she's gotten used to how jaded she is, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, I'm like starting to guess that they're both going to have they're definitely going to have an effect on each other. Like Fern's going to be like, you need to live in the now. Like we could be doing so much more than what we're doing right now. And Fern's going to be like, I know you want to do these things, but you also need to just stop and smell the roses, because you don't need to like rush through life the way that you're trying to go through. Even if you have like less than 1% the span of my lifetime. Yeah. There's still a better way to enjoy life. So I don't know.
They'll give each other like some kind of purpose.
Yeah. I feel like Fern is going to become Frieren's purpose. Like she kind of already is, where it's just like Frieren's like a disciple, or like her student, almost like a pseudo daughter-mother relationship. Yeah. I don't know where it's going to go though. Like that's the only thing. That's the only part where I'm just like, the show's opening possibilities right now. Like they're showing us what the different perspectives and thoughts are. We don't know where this is going just yet, but I think I'm starting to get maybe a little bit of an idea here on that.
You know what's something else that I was just thinking of right now? Okay, mind you, we're only 2 episodes in, but you know how Frieren cried about Himmel, and she was like, oh, I should have like gotten to know him more. Like, look at all this time that's passing with Fern, and we haven't seen, or there's no scenes about like Frieren opening up at all to Fern, like getting to know Fern, or even like asking her, you know, what happened to your parents. Like there's none of that, and like a good amount of time has passed. So that's also, I wonder too, like what I can think of, like why Fern might also be impatient, because maybe she knows nothing about, you know, how like Himmel and Frieren's like crazy adventures and how they were with each other for so long. Like I'm sure there's like parts of the story missing, which is also why she's like, okay, why do I have to find these stupid flowers? And yeah, just Frieren hasn't said much about herself. So I wonder if she's doing the same thing to Fern that she's doing or that maybe she might have done to like Himmel, which is not get to know.
You would think that after, you bring up a good point where Frieren, like she shows emotion for the first time where she's crying. I mean, granted, it was only like 10-15 minutes into the episode. Yeah. That last one, that we see those emotions. But for the most part, we've seen her pretty stoic, like very like expressionless, emotionless. And then you would think that after experiencing something like that, because the way that she acted, it's almost like she's like, why didn't I cherish my time with him more, or try to get to know him more, or like really appreciate him in my life? I would think that she would try to do that with Fern, but it doesn't seem like she's doing that just yet. So it's just kind of like, I don't know, like I'm a little bit confused on like I would have expected her to be a bit more like you said, like trying to learn more about her, or maybe she has and they haven't shown it to us. So maybe there's more story, like you said, behind
but
all
if
of this.
not, then maybe Fern will help her break her cycle of trauma.
Dude, this is so weird. We're only 2 episodes in, and it's not like I even like came close to crying, but it's just like, damn, like I felt something watching this. Like I was just like, especially with those flashbacks with Himmel, like imagine when she has flashbacks of her time with Fern.
Yeah.
And this is where I'm like, this is where I'm gonna get really scared. Like, cause I do not want, I mean, not that I don't want, but if this show goes down the routes of Frieren's relationship with Fern throughout her entire life, I'm going to fucking cry at Fern's funeral. Like I'm going to cry. Like that's just a given. And that's terrifying to me. But I'm also here for it all at the same time. Like I can just tell this is going to be a beautiful journey.
Yeah, I think so too.
There is a lot to talk about. I'm starting to get a bit of an idea of why this show may be voted the most highly rated anime of all time, at least according to my anime list. Obviously, it's up to personal preference at the end of the day, but so far I am very hooked, very interested, and I cannot wait to watch episode 3.
Me too.
Thank you guys so much for watching along with us, and we will catch you guys next week. Peace.
Bye.